Hi everybody, it's Alex Newton from K-lytics, today with a special analysis on romance heroes and themes, how Amazon tells us what to write and publish in the romance genre. As you may know, Amazon is constantly refining its search and categorization features. And these search filter options can be found in the left sidebar of the Kindle store when you browse some of the bigger book categories. And to access these features, you have to use the advanced search function of the Kindle store. So to get started, I usually go to the Kindle store, type anything in the main search bar and click return. And this will open up this submenu here where you find advanced search. In there, click on the language pull-down menu and select English to display all the English language titles. Then select best-selling as the sort option for the search results, and then click on the search button. As you see, Amazon will now display the top search results across the major divisions of the Kindle store, which is your Kindle blogs, Kindle ebooks, Kindle magazines, newspapers, short reads, and so on. Now, to further narrow down the search to ebooks, which we're interested in, click on Kindle ebooks on the sidebar, and Amazon will now show the major Kindle book categories. And in parentheses here, you will find the number of English titles in each of these Kindle categories. And that alone is already a nice feature because the number tells you the degree of competition, which means the number of competing books in each of these categories. And if you click on any of these Kindle categories, the number will be further broken down into individual sub and sub categories and so on. This is, by the way, useful if you want to look at the degree of competition in a category that is on the 4th or 5th level down and thus not covered yet by the K-lytics Elite database. Now, the point we are after today, though, is the additional information on book categories given in these search filters. So there is more. If you click on any of the major categories, let's take romance as an example, the sidebar will also display additional filtering options, as you see here. Not only can you use this information to refine the search, but you can also use the information to extract valuable information on the book market for that given category. To get there, you have to scroll down a little on the sidebar to see these additional options. The search filter alone, to my mind, represents a very valuable piece of information already, because Amazon will only introduce such add-on categorizations when it makes sense, which means when there are enough books that can be put into such category. So just by observing what additional filtering option Amazon offers in a certain major category, you can derive what is popular, at least in terms of book supply, which is reflected here in the number in parentheses. In this example, you find that Amazon provides the reader with the option to filter the search result by romance themes such as amnesia, beaches, love triangle, people having a secret baby, a wedding, the love affair on vacation, at the workplace, and some others. The number in parentheses, as said, after each of these headlines provides the number of titles that can be found in each of these subcategories. The accuracy of this categorization obviously depends on the person putting the book in a category, i.e. the author or publisher or Amazon itself. And also you must note that books can fall into more than one of these themes, thus blending some of these popular basic plots. But in any case, I find the information is a valuable starting point for further research, such as, going through all the book descriptions of the top ranking titles in each to find out what people actually write about. Now, we can take this a step further though. At K-lytics, we examined the sales ranks for the top 20 and top 60 titles in each of these romance theme categories. And I did the same for the romance hero categorization. And I also compared the results with similar data that can be obtained in the neighboring literature and fiction erotica category. This information on the Kindle store provides us now with the information as to what romance themes and what romance heroes are more popular than others from a demand perspective, which means, what are the readers buying? In other words, what are the highest selling romance plots and the highest selling romance heroes? Now we're looking at popularity of romance themes by sales rank. And the analysis shows that wedding, second chances, beaches, and workplace-related romance are the most popular romance themes right now from a demand point of view. We look at the demand, and to complete the picture, the graph also shows the degree of competition in each of these as measured by the number of available English language titles. Now we can also do the analysis for popularity of romance heroes by sales rank. This type of analysis also allows us to examine what type of heroes are more popular than others. The highest level of sales is achieved by romance novels, as you see here, that include wealthy, well, clearly leading, the famous billionaire theme, spies, royalty and aristocrats, doctors and Highlanders. For those of you who are also into a little steamier romance literature, you may argue that the romance hero categorization is not complete, and you're right, because some of these heroes or main characters that you look for are given in the filtering options for literature and fiction erotica as opposed to romance, which we have here. Now here's the ranking of the main erotica genres. The absolute number of sales you see here for the erotica main characters is likely to be understated. The reason is that many of the top sellers for the respective hero types are not categorized in erotica where they should, but in romance or other genres. However, the relative sales performance of these heroes or character types gives some indication of the relative popularity with the readers. One additional thing I want to highlight is there is one anomaly in the data relating to ghosts and angels, which are shown at the bottom of the list. However, for those of you who know the special report on romance that we published, that report explicitly mentions these main character types as subgenres in the paranormal submarket of the romance genre. And there, the books do actually very well from a sales to competition point of view. So from the ratio high sales versus low competition. We even recommended them as an attractive book market niches. So when we now bring it all together, for those of you who are already familiar with the concept of the K-lytics strategy maps, the image will look very familiar. The strategy map plots the level of sales of any given Kindle category against the degree of competition. And in this case, we did the mapping for all these three additional pieces of information: the romance themes, the romance heroes, and the erotica heroes that we just discussed. So here's the book strategy map. As said, erotica hero numbers are likely to be slightly understated. The graph gives you those romance heroes and themes that exhibit a very high level of sales but comparatively little competition. These are the categories which we call hot sales or hot niches if they are between 2,000 and 10,000 titles a category, hot sales if they're less than 2,000 titles. And you see here the hot zones with the best ratio of sales versus competition. Sales to competition are romance plots about gambling, romance heroes firefighters, plots about beaches, Highlanders, wedding plots, spies, vacation, and doctors. And as said, one may also be able to blend these basic themes and characters. Well, that's it for today. This was a special analysis on romance themes and heroes. I hope you enjoyed the analysis. It's a bit of a different, a new angle the Amazon website now allows us to take on the book data, and I hope you enjoyed it. So see you next time. This is Alex Newton from K-lytics, ebook market intelligence for success. Bye bye for now.